Imagine doing meticulous research, choosing what you think would be best for your baby, all only to end up in a hospital with your infant's life in danger. And sadly, this is not about some shoddy AliExpress toy recall. This is a story about Australia, where an infant formula company's reckless mistake has caused massive problems while evoking zero accountability. Filming this video actually fills me with rage, because today we're gonna unpack what I personally consider one of the most egregious baby product fails in Australia, in the recent history at least. From publicly available information, all opinions are of my own, and I'm also including an anonymous testimony from one of the affected families. In saying that, let's go. Today's story is about a baby formula that's sold across Australia. The brand is called Cocoa 2, and it's a world's first coconut-based infant formula that hit Australian shelves in 2024. The brand positioned itself as a clean, dairy-free, plant-based solution for infants with sensitive tummies. So it looked slick, ticked the gentle nutrition box that is a very common trope among modern formula companies. And yet it was everywhere on social media. I am not an infant formula user, and I have 2 toddlers who are too old for the product anyway. Yet, until recently, I honestly couldn't shake their ads off. Until one day they just stopped. And actually, that was on the same day when I saw this news story. One parent told Channel 7 that her baby stopped gaining weight and became violently ill, all while exactly following instructions on the formula tin. What appeared to be wrong with their baby was apparently severe malnutrition, which did not make any sense. Because here is the part that would make any parent's stomach turn. You know the instructions on the tin that every health professional will tell you to follow meticulously, never to stray away from them, and that are really super important to make sure that if you're formula feeding, your baby gets correct nutrition? Well, the instructions on the Cocoa 2 tins were wrong. The parent that has anonymously shared their story with me indicated that her baby was losing weight rapidly while following the tin instructions exactly. And to prepare their formula, they were using the baby Brezza machine. Again, no suspicions on the formula itself by this point. They contact baby Brezza and say like, hey, could you help us find the right setting for this formula? Baby Brezza have bought a tin themselves to test it, weighed the scoop, and found out something truly horrifying. So the tin said the scoop was about 13.5 grams. But in multiple tests performed by the company, each scoop weighed only 8 to 9 grams at most. And that's like a 30 to 40% underfeed in every bottle, which meant that every bottle prepared to Cocoa 2's tin instructions could be dangerously diluted, basically mimicking the horrifying issues we have in third world countries, where parents dilute the formula to stretch it further and then babies develop problems. Except we're in Australia and the year is 2025. Baby Brezza has advised to stop using the formula immediately and contact the manufacturer for clarification. And what did they hear back? They were brushed off by Cocoa 2, told that scoops may vary and everything was fine, etc. At this point, this very concerned mother has turned to social media, and she found that although several families were raising similar questions, the comments on Cocoa 2's social media posts were being quietly deleted. And on the day of filming, there is still no widespread social media warning issued, no website statement. In fact, their media page appears to be non-functional at this point. And according to the family, there were no personal communication, just a very generic message. Due to natural variations in bulk density, we discovered that the included scoop holds slightly less powder than usual. And then the company encouraged parents to just add 50% more and everything will be fine. The best the company could do, apparently, is slap some stickers on the tins and move on. In a statement to 7 News, they said, following the discovery of a discrepancy in scoop weight, we conducted immediate remeasurement of the formula density across all production batches to ensure the corrected scoop size accurately reflects the intended serving. We must stress that there have been no medically confirmed reports of babies becoming seriously ill due to Cocoa 2 formula. So basically how they're trying to spin this is that the formula itself is safe. So just add a little bit more according to these new instructions and you'll be fine. But we are not the cause of any actual health problems here. Yet an official report from the hospital suggests otherwise and outlines that the baby's illness from the news story was caused by, surprise, surprise, Cocoa 2 baby formula, because how the formula is prepared is part of the package. It's not just some like optional random thing. And the instructions that are placed on the packaging are really tightly regulated and are supposed to give parents full confidence in how to use the product. And I just have to ask, where are the regulators? How did it make it to the shelves in Australia? Parents followed the tin. They had absolutely no reason to believe that this scoop could have discrepancies or try to like weigh several scoops and conduct this in-house investigation. In my opinion, this is a horrible, horrendous error which the brand doesn't appear to be taking any responsibility for. Apart from this very generic, oh, we just made a little oopsie kind of email that would definitely not have satisfied me if I would have been in this situation. Another interesting question that I would like to leave in the open, I would really like to see the growth study on this formula, which would basically confirm that infants consuming it are growing at the same rate as breastfed babies and as previously established formula brands. Even before the formula has hit the shelves, health professionals were actually saying that growth studies are really, really important because even though, yes, we can technically measure all those nutritional values, we don't always know, especially when it comes to completely new formulations, how they will be absorbed by the body. And please correct me if I'm wrong and pop it in the comments if you can find it. But again, at the moment of releasing this video, I personally couldn't find that growth study. Is it still in the works? And what results is it showing, especially in the context of this massive mistake? This situation is about much more than one formula tin. It's about the current environment of infant formula marketing, where brands are too busy crafting a perfect brand with cute packaging and assembling an army of influencers to do an unethical marketing job for them on social media. However, those gentle and clean products don't provide any real innovation at best and actively harm babies at worst. And to add to this, there is what I personally perceive as complete refusal to take responsibility. This isn't a broken plastic toy. This is baby's nutrition in those formative, incredibly important first months of life. And it's a bit rich to be that silent about it for a company that says that their breast is best warning is just a regulatory stance, and they know how distressing it can be for parents. This shouldn't be happening anywhere, let alone in Australia, where we generally have amazing food regulations. And I'm saying this as a university-trained dietitian. We deserve clean labeling, transparent ingredient sourcing, accurate preparation instructions, and most of all, a company that gives a damn if your baby ends up in a hospital due to using its product. Everyone involved in the industry really needs to step up at this point. Because when people responsible for testing baby bottle prep ratios are Instagram moms and baby Breza, we know we're losing the plot. If this story shocked you, good, because it should, please spread the word, because I do really believe that we need to hold this company accountable and send a message to any future innovators who want to enter a multi-billion-dollar market with no regard to baby health. And if you want to know more about unethical infant formula marketing practices, particularly involving influencers, watch this next video, but make sure you sit down.